Hello, our dear Seminary and Institute teachers. Thanks for looking at this video. By now, many of you have probably heard about a new way we're going to be doing training in seminaries and institutes. Hopefully this short presentation will show you how to access it, the philosophies behind it, and really the blessings that will come to all of us as we do it. I want to show you just a short PowerPoint, which I think will help to show some of the things we've done and why we're doing it. We have in the former training, there were two parts that we did. The first part was our monthly training meetings for seminaries, twice annual training meetings for the institute teachers. And then the other part was the class visit, and the short time we had to visit after that. The monthly training meetings or the semi-annual training meetings, I think, were good, but there was a lot of material given, and it was sometimes really hard to access it. And now what do I do with all this, and how am I going to use this in my classroom? Class visits, again, I enjoyed so much visiting your classes, meeting your students, getting to see you in action. You're all wonderful. But the training that came on, that was available after that, was also somewhat hit and miss. If you're a sister, I couldn't really stay with you very long afterwards unless there were other people around. Sometimes people had to get to work. They needed to get home after institute, needed to get kids to school. Maybe I followed up with an email or something, and that was what the training was. The new training model is going to be much more hands-on, and I think it'll be much more personal. Instead of monthly training meetings, we're now going to be doing weekly, I'm not sure what to call them, so I put it in quotes, micro trainings. It'll be 5 to 10 minutes every week, focusing on one teaching skill, one thing that can be used in your classroom. And the invitation, of course, will be to model that or do that during the next week in your class. We'll use the training model. The skill will be explained, it'll be modeled, and then you'll have your opportunity to apply it. Instead of a class visit, what we'll be doing is every month we'll have you sign up for a personal meeting with me. 20 minutes to 30 minutes. We can go shorter if it's not needed, or we can go longer. But I'll schedule half-hour meeting blocks, and we'll see how that goes. But that'll be our training. There'll be no more monthly training meetings for seminary teachers, no more semi-annual training meetings for the institute teachers. I won't be visiting classes unless we do some of the training and you say, I just don't get it. Can you come? And I'll come and we'll work on it together in your class. I'm still available for class visits, but I'm not going to be visiting your classes as a matter of training. But that personal meeting, I think, will be a wonderful thing. I've done a number of them already, and I'll tell you, it's been wonderful for me to get to know the teachers better. And some teachers have had some specific challenges in their classes. We've been able to go to the handbook, look at some things we could do there, and I think it'll be a wonderful opportunity for us. So that's how we're going to be doing the training now. No more monthly training meetings. We'll be doing now the weekly micro trainings. No more class visits, except by invitation. We'll have the monthly visit instead. Now, the way you're going to access this is on a Canvas format. It's one that many of you are probably familiar with. In fact, some of you have already started, even though you haven't seen this video. But here's what I'd like you to do right now. You should have received an invitation to join a Canvas class that was titled Independence Missouri Coordinator Training. When I send this video to you, I will send that invitation again. If you have already accepted the invitation, great. If you haven't accepted the invitation, would you pause this video right now, go to your email inbox, and see that invitation is there. If it's not, there's not much, you can't go on with the training because you'll need to be able to access the class. Go ahead and send me a message. I'll send you that invitation again. We'll make sure that you can get in and access the class. Assuming you can access it, here's what you do next. Go ahead to your browser. I use Firefox. It seems to work best. Here's the address you're going to put into Firefox. I'll move this up just a little bit. The address is silearn.churchofjesuschrist.org. Okay, so go ahead and type that into your browser. And when you get that, you will get, it'll bring you to this learning course. Most of you, none of you will have all the courses I'm a member of. All of you should have the Independence, Missouri coordinator training right here. If you're a new seminary teacher or a new institute teacher, maybe you were able to participate in the teacher training, so you might have this course. Don't worry about the other courses. The only one you need is Independence, Missouri Coordinator. Go ahead and click on that, and you'll take you to our home page, which looks like this. And you can see it, Independence, Missouri Coordinator Stake Training, and there are 3 buttons under the picture of the Savior. First thing we need to do before you go into any of the training is come over here to the side. You can see it says Account. Click on the account. Then click on Settings. Now, anytime you need to pause this recording so that you can catch up with this, feel free to do it. I'm going to move forward as if you're following right along with me. You'll see settings and things here. Come over here to the right-hand side. You'll see a button that says Edit Settings. Click on that button. There's 2 things we need to do on the settings page. The first one is the time zone. Salt Lake City has the contract or the license with Canvas, so the default is Mountain Time. Go ahead and click on the drop-down menu and make sure you have Central Time, US and Canada. Otherwise, all the appointments we set up are going to be off by an hour. So make sure it says Central Time. And then come over here to the right where it says Ways to Contact. The default is the email address you use with your LDS account. But you can add another email address if you'd like. Just hit the plus email button. You can add an email address right here if you'd like to add another one, or so on. Register email. The other thing, if you'd like, other contacts, all devices, you can add a contact method. You can add your cell phone. If you'd like to be notified by using your cell phone, you put that there, register SMS, and then you're done. Okay? So again, quick review, 3 things. Time zone, contact information. When you have that just the way you want it, update settings, and we're done with that part. The next thing we need to do is still here on this screen. Go to Notifications, and this will set up. You can set up the way you'd like, how often you'd like to be notified of things in Canvas. You can see the menu here at the top. The check mark is notifying me right away. Send a daily summary on the clock. Send a weekly summary with the calendar, or don't send me anything. We're going to be asking you to post things, and we'll be sending announcements through Canvas. So we hope that you would at least ask for a daily summary or weekly. You set that up, and on all your devices you can set that up. You can see I don't have things coming to my cell phone, but if you have that, it's the same thing here. You can set up how often you want to do them. Please set up that you get announcements. Please set up that you get discussions and discussion posts. I'll explain what all this is later. And please set up so that you're notified of appointment availability and calendar items. At least daily or weekly. And again, if you set it up and you find out that it's not to your liking, you can change the notifications right here by going to account and hitting that, and then you can see the notifications here at the top. Okay? So please set your notifications, pause the recording if you need to. Now let's go back to our course and let me show you what we're going to be doing here. Let's go to the dashboard, get back into the course, and here's how the trainings will go. Every Friday, I will post a new micro training. We've been doing this for a couple of weeks, so there are 2 weeks worth of training. Excuse me, let me get that off my thing there. There's 2 weeks worth of trainings. The past training, which we did last week, was putting Christ at the center of our teaching and learning. The one that we're doing this week is, and you click on current trainings and you can access that, encouraging the students to read the scriptures daily. Again, here's the format. There'll be some instruction, perhaps a video that will explain it, an invitation that you can see here, and best suggestions or practices. You will always be encouraged to share, and you do that just by hitting this reply button. And let me just, if I can go back to last week's trainings, you can just get an idea of how that works. I just posted this week's training, so we don't have a lot of information, but here's the invitation was purposely look for one of the 4 from Chad Webb's talk, 4 ways we can place Jesus Christ more fully at the center, pointed out during your classroom discussion, and then post what you'd like to do. And you can see here that teachers have posted and other teachers have commented on their posts. So whenever you post, it will bless all of us. So we hope that you'll take advantage of that opportunity. That's the micro trainings. Quick review. Oh, and all the micro trainings will be under discussions. So if you'd like to see all of them that I've posted, well, let me go back here if I can. I'll do student view so you can see if I put on discussions right now, you'll see all the discussions I'm working on, which might be a little overwhelming. But if you go to discussions, there's been 3 that have been posted. The first one we did was Teaching the Savior's Way. That's the practice one we did when we did our training. If you were at one of the live trainings or on the virtual training, you can do that one if you'd like. But then last Friday was Putting Christ at the Center of Our Teaching. This Friday, January 31st, is Encouraging Daily Scripture Reading. And you can access them there in addition to the buttons on the homepage. Okay? So, back to the homepage. That's the micro trainings. Let me know if you have any questions about those. We encourage you to do them. It's, again, 5 to 10 minutes. It's a bite-sized morsel. Hopefully it'll be something that'll be easy to apply in your classroom. The other part of the training, of course, is the monthly visit with me. You access that by going back over here on your account. This is the home page. Go to Calendar. And then it'll have January's calendar and February. I'm going to go ahead and skip over to February's calendar. Over here on the right, you can see this gray box that says Find Appointment. You click on that box, select the course, Independence, Missouri Coordinator Stake Training. Hit Submit, and it will show appointments that are available that haven't been chosen. any one of these then is available for you. I would hope that if you wouldn't mind, you'll pick one of those one of those meetings, and we can get together for a half hour, 20-minute to 30-minute discussion. I also have my March appointments posted. If you can't, I'll try to do them all in the first 2 weeks of the month. So here's the March appointments. Some of the teachers that I've already done some of these with. I've already picked some of the dates. If you can't make any of those dates in February, contact me. We'll see if we can find another time other than those 2 weeks. But if that's just not possible, go ahead to March and pick one of those times. If you have hit Find Appointment, the Find Appointment button, any button that shows here is available for you to schedule that appointment. I do have some evening discussion times you can see on Tuesday nights. I try to get them finished on Monday night so I don't interfere with family home evenings. And I do have some on Saturday morning, which is the normal time that seminary teachers have had a monthly training meeting, if that works for you. Daytime, evening, I'm still working on how to best meet teachers' needs, so don't worry too much about if there's a time that's not on here, we can certainly work that out. So if you'll just let me know. Okay, teachers, that is our new training. Again, not a monthly training meeting or a semi-annual training meeting. We'll do weekly micro trainings. And instead of a class visit as part of the training, it'll be a monthly visit, just the two of us for the 20 to 30 minutes. Hopefully you can see how to access Canvas. If you have any questions, let us know. Notifications and announcements will come through Canvas on occasion, so please make sure you're notified that you can have them. If you're a seminary teacher, just one quick announcement. We do have these Doctrinal Mastery flashcards like we had for the New Testament. I've got them for the Book of Mormon. Again, they have they're color-coded for each of the doctrines. They have the reference on the front, the doctrinal statement, and an explanation on the back. We will have those for our February 7th evening with Elder Bednar. We'll have them available there, or if you can't make that, we will send those to you. The second thing for both institute and seminary teachers is, for the seminary teachers, we have the institute t-shirts we've given to your seniors. We'll have those available on the 7th, or we can again mail them to you if you're not there. Just come with your t-shirt sizes. And if you're an institute teacher, we want all of our institute students to have those t-shirts as well. So if you'll come with the sizes to the February 7th, or again, if you can't make it to our dinner and broadcast, if you'll just let us know, we'll mail those to you too. But we'd like all the institute teachers to have, institute teachers, of course, but institute students to have the institute t-shirt, and we'd like the high school seniors to have one so they feel a part of the institute as well. Thank you so much. We appreciate all you do. You are a marvel, and your seminaries and institutes is one of the great miracles of this dispensation, as we have this wonderful opportunity to help these youth and young adults come to know the Savior, to deepen their conversion and strengthen their testimonies. Please let us know anytime there's anything we can do. Let us know if you didn't understand the Canvas information and the new training. And I hope to talk to you soon as we have an opportunity to have one of those half-hour visits. Thank you.